really want to let me turn that off. Really want to apologize for being late. Um, that's not good for that's not a blessing, right? That's not a blessing at all. So I want to apologize for being late, but good morning and God bless you. And it's Money Monday. So we are just going to go through a couple of things. I'm going to be quick, just give you a few pointers this morning, some things that was running through my mind, and I might give you a bonus. So again, I'm Dana Williamson with B.A.D, Blessing on the Destined LLC. I am a founder and visionary of B.A.D. I also have a renovation design and home staging company, and it is called Queen Cuts Renovation Design. I am a writer. I'm a speaker. I I am a woman of many talents, and I use them all. And I praise God that I can use them all, and that He's given them to me to use. The Bible says that our gifts make room for us and put us before great men. Did you know that you have to put action behind your gift? You have to put action behind your gift. And so I thank God for all of you that have been watching and viewing and liking and sharing. I appreciate you. I appreciate you jumping on, and I appreciate you sharing with others because maybe you found something that resonated with you. So this morning, we're always talking about money on Monday, right? Um, and it is, I also need to know you guys can hear me. So we're talking about money on Monday, always. And I want to give you guys three things to do while you're setting your goals. Now, remember a couple of weeks ago, we talked about setting goals and setting goals that we could actually obtain, money goals that we could actually obtain, things that we could actually put some emphasis on and obtain. That's what we do, right? And that's what we should have been doing all along. That's what we're going to continuously do. That's what we're going to do. And then we talked about, talking ourselves out of those goals, right? Now I want to talk to you about, I want to give you three things to run with this Money Monday and to be encouraged with. And I think I said this already, and that is basically, knowing who you are, knowing what you want, and knowing that you can obtain the goals that you have set forth for you. We always should be in a place of building, not just in a place of knowing, not just in a place of saying, hey, I have this product, right? We should be in a place of saying, I have this product, I know it can sell. I have this book, I know it can help encourage others, I know it can sell. I have this, I know it can sell. I have that, I know it can sell. So at the end of the day, what do we need to do? Three things. And actually, there is going to be a bonus. And here's the bonus. The bonus is going to be first. You should always start your day off in prayer. I don't know about anyone else, but I desperately try to get up in the morning and pray and talk with God before my feet even hit the floor. Yeah, I might be laying across the bed, sideways. I could be hanging off the bed, but I have got to have a conversation with God before I can do anything as far as business or anything. And getting up, washing my face, brushing my teeth, I have got to have this conversation with God first, right? And so when I do that, I get direction for my day. I get protection for my day. I get comfort for my day. I get understanding for my day. I get teaching for my day. I get whatever I need as far as growth and stability from the Lord for my day. So that's your bonus. You should always be praying. That probably isn't really a bonus, but nonetheless, we're going to use that today. Number one, don't make it all about the money. Number one, do not make it all about the money. And the reason being is you don't want to be in a place of always hustling. there is room for the hustler everywhere. There is room for the hustler. Okay. There is room for the motivator. There is room for the encourager. There is room for the business builder. But if you are always concerned about making the dollar, then you're always hustling to get to that dollar. I said earlier, about making a goal. And that a few weeks ago, we talked about making a goal. But here's the thing, when you make a goal, what exactly does that goal look like? Does it look like I want to sell 10 books, or does it look like I want to make $100? Every time you set out to do something, you have to look at read what you wrote, look at what it looks like to you, look at what it is, and why is it that way, why does it sound that way, why is it said that way. So don't let it always be about the money. Point number 2, don't disregard what you know to be the lessons you've already learned. Basically, let me sum this up. Don't disregard the lessons you've already learned. Hey viewer, thank you so much for joining. If you find anything that resonates with you this morning, please share this live with all of your friends. If you are not following me on Haps, please follow me on Haps. Number 2 is, do not disregard all the lessons you've learned. Meaning, I go back to when I was first writing books as a teenager in the kitchen on a typewriter. I don't know where that book is right now, but I remember just typing, and just typing, and it was straight conversation. There was no backstory. You had to kind of make up your own backstory, but it was, between this guy, this girl, their friends at school or whatever. But I remember all those years ago how I started writing, and my mother complimented me on my writing, but she also told me that I'd never publish because I would never have the money to publish. This is what she told me. Wow, thank you so much for speaking highly of me. Nonetheless, I did publish, obviously, but nonetheless, what I learned from that was I'm a good writer. How can I be a great writer? It doesn't come down to just being a best-selling author, because you can sell all the books in the world, but that doesn't mean that they're reading them. A best-selling author, if you sell so many, I forget the numbers or the percentage or how they work that out, but if you sell so many books, you're a best-selling author. And then after those books are sold, you're praying that those people have read them and then they review them, right? So I know that I write good books. I want to write great books. So now from that lesson I've learned, I'm bringing that into my money day and saying, I wrote this good book. I have these clients that love the book. How can I expound on that and go forward? So don't forget any of the lessons that you've learned in the past, because they're going to help you in the present. The other thing, point number 3 is, and this was a tough one because let me prelim this. Number 3 was a tough one because as I was getting ready this morning, I thought to myself about a purchase I made. And hey viewer, thank you so much for joining. If you are not following me on Haps, please follow me on Haps. You have the opportunity to say hi and drop some coins. That's a Money Monday tip too. I was thinking about a purchase I made. I make a lot of purchases. Okay, I do. But I was thinking about this purchase I made, and what 2 purchases I made, and what one was significant about and what another was not significant about. And so I made this purchase for a freezer. And the freezer is an upright, not a chest. It's an upright. And this freezer, I needed it. I needed another freezer because of different things going on. That's a whole nother conversation. And I wanted to fill the freezer up. And although I have yet to fill the freezer up, I will eventually. But because I need to do this, I went and I purchased this freezer. The freezer was a great price, great size. Um, and it fit in my car. I didn't have to rent a truck. It fit in the back of my car, and with the seats down, obviously. And I was able, with a dolly, to get it inside the house. I needed it for expanding something in my house. This purchase was something expanding in my house. Um, this purchase, this purchase was because I like bling, and I wanted a cup with actual bling, not just paint, but actual bling. And this cup, um, it can you see that? It gives you the temperature that's inside the cup. Now, I have a very cold drink, and that's actually Celsius, so y'all bear with me. So, I bought that for myself. I bought that because if you guys watched me last week, I talk about what depression looks like. I bought that for myself because I wanted it. I bought that for myself because I wanted it. I needed a gift for Dana. And it means nothing to anyone else. It's cute. Somebody might want to buy it. I got it from Amazon. Um, and I got it cheaper on Amazon than at the other place, which is selling it for like $175. Makes no sense. Nonetheless, my third point is never forget you in this money equation. Third point, never forget you. Subtopic, in this money equation. The meaning of that is something else I thought of yesterday was I work to pay bills. I work to increase my income bottom line. I work to get I work to basically expand on everything I have right now. I'm building a business for people to recognize my expertise. In all of that, I cannot forget who I am, and I cannot forget me. I cannot be out here so I cannot be out here trying to be so big for everyone else that I forget about me. And that means treating me. And that means making sure that my house is okay. The Bible talks about a bishop. I'm not a bishop, but it talks about basically a leader of a home. Make sure your home is good before you go out and try to do anything in God's house. Well, I've always made sure my home was good. I've always made sure that I've preached the message the way God told me to preach it. I've always made sure that I was obedient to everything, not just small things. I've always made sure that Dana was on point with everything else out there. But when it came down to treating Dana, last week she didn't think twice about this right here. Hey Sandra, thanks so much for joining. Last week, she didn't think twice about this right here. So when you're looking at Money Monday and you're setting your money goals, again, say to yourself, what does that look like? Is it I want to make $1,000? I want to make $100? Or is it I want to sell 100 books? Um I want to sell gain 2 more clients. This is something else I do. I don't know if anyone recognizes this. I'm just using this as an example. This is a jar, and it's a cake jar, okay? And it's my caramel cake jars. And someone ordered this for their birthday, and I have my gold gold wrapping, gold label, and it's in a black bag with a gold label, okay? When I look at what I want to do, because I make desserts, I don't promote that I make desserts. People know, and when they ask, then I say, hey, anyone else want desserts? Go here to buy. I make desserts. I make them cute. I make them tasty. Nonetheless, when I say at a certain time of the month, hey, or I say in March, I'm going to sell desserts for April, get your orders in now, get a date set now. When I say that to people, I say, I know what I want to sell for the month of April because I'm not going to do it again until July. I usually kind of do things around a holiday or if somebody, asks me about it. Nonetheless, what I'm saying to you is Everything that you do, you need to have a set goal for, a set mindset for. You need to pray about it. You need to not forget what you learned on how to do. Last night, when I was putting all of these cakes together, I made sure that they looked right. Why did I make sure that they looked right? Because I wanted to make sure that my customer, my friend, my friend who's celebrating her birthday enjoys what her cakes look like before she even opens them up and digs into them. My other thing is always remember you. You know, when you're making these money goals, your 10% needs to go to you. 10% needs to go to any kind of entity that you decide to give money to, whether it be your church, whether it be an organization, whether you tithe into a person. 10% needs to go, and then, so you take the rest and you put it back into the business. 10%, this by far is way less than 10% of what I've made so far this year. But let me tell you something. This was a great bonus for me. I'm glad. Thank you so much. This was a great bonus for me to buy for myself, because Dana is going to listen. Like, can I tell y'all something else? Let me tell you something else, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I saw a friend post last night that, she wants to look like, she wants to, dress similar to Olivia Pope, right? Every day, whatever, right? But where we live, because we both live in the same place, you know, they don't really know how to take on that richness, how to take on that eloquence, how to take on that simply elegant in everyday attire. I told her, you know what? You show up. Go on and do what you need to do. Yes, I'm sounding a little unprofessional, but hear me out. Go and do what you need to do. Look how you need to look. Because when I show up looking like I'm running $3 million companies, you best believe the hood better not say nothing. So when you're setting your money goals, think about you. And you know what? Start showing up. Let's talk about that next week. Start showing up the way you want to be perceived about your future. Yes, I may not be that millionaire yet, but I'm on my way. Those are money goals. God bless.